This is a video review of the Transformers Masterpiece movie series, Decepticon Barricade, as he appeared in the first Transformers movie way back in 2007. Now I must say, of all the MPM figures that I've gotten, this guy's the most solid. I mean, his transformation is still complex as a Masterpiece movie figures go, but it's not as fiddly, it's not as tricky as the rest. Yeah, and design wise, I think I like the design. Not to say that this is my favorite character. I still say that Ironhide is my favorite character, but in terms of the figure, I think this one takes the cake. Anyway, let's take a look at the box and accessories, and let's see. Let's take a closer look at Barricade. Now, starting with the box, it's the standard Masterpiece box that we've been getting. I mean, size wise it changes a little bit, but design wise, I mean, it's pretty much the same. So he is a licensed Ford product, even though the car is a Saline. There's a good image of Barricade in both robot and vehicle mode. Top says Masterpiece movie, side has Barricade's vehicle mode, the other side is robot mode. At the back is different functionality that is available. So I think his gimmick is basically the moving mouth, which is unfortunate. It's not that useful, but hey, you get what you get. And then the only accessory that he actually has is this blade thing that he used to attack Sam in that the beginning scene of the movie. Now inside the package, you do get this set of instructions, which I wish were a bit clearer. I mean, they're not bad, but I mean, a lot of the details get muddled out by the coloration. So it's not as clear as I expected. There are a bit of few tricky parts, which I'll show you when I transform into vehicle mode. I'll show you some tips on how to get him into a stable car. And as I've said, it does come with this blade accessory, which comes with a stand for some reason. I don't know why. I mean, it's useful. You can display the thing, but I don't see the use of actually displaying this like this. Anyway, they included it, so yeah. This does spin very freely, which is good. If I can get my finger out of the way. So yeah, and it does look like a wheel. So yeah, I mean, it's a lot less impressive than the videos and the photos that I've seen, but anyway, still good to have. I wish he came with something else, maybe Frenzy or any other weapon. This thing just, I don't know, doesn't do anything for me. Maybe a little Sam figure, I don't know. This does nothing for me, but anyway, you get it, right? It's included, so yeah. Now taking a look at Barricade in vehicle mode. This is a pretty impressive looking vehicle, and the fact that it's not too fiddly. I mean, you can get him into this. There's a couple of key steps I'll show you, but if you follow those steps, you can pretty much get him in this nice vehicle modes without the gaps and things like that, and then he does roll well. So yeah, in terms of the details, I love how they made the front grille of the car have this blue paint underneath for the headlights with the clear plastic in front. Just really nice. Yellow plastic for the turn lights, or yellow paint for the turn lights. Nicely done police text there. I wish the line was a little less visible. Police logo there has, what does that say? Police. Okay, focus. You know, there's a Decepticon logo there. Police. Something else underneath. My bad eyes, I can't see. It does say to punish and enslave, which is nice. Emergency 911 response 643. At the back is an Oklahoma license plate. I did see there is a quick glimpse of the license plate of the vehicle mode in the movie. Sure you'll catch it if you pause the screen at the right time. Focus camera. Yeah. Then there's this light bar, which is nice. Big 643 at the top. Clearly painted. The paint is impeccable. I can tell you that. I can't find any fault with the paint. The only one concern that I did have is right here. I wish they painted that thing black. I mean, just to make it, you know, uniform. So that one to match gray to match this grill, and the bottom part black to match the car. Otherwise, I mean, pretty much perfect. You do get the robot mode toes, but I think every masterpiece has robot mode toes hanging out the back for some reason. The back is clearly Barricade lying down, although you can't see his face, but these are his legs. You can't see the hands from there, but you can see the hands in there. So yeah, that's unfortunate, but what can you do? Now I won't compare Barricade with the other masterpieces that I have in vehicle mode just because they're tough to transform. We'll do the comparisons in robot mode, but suffice to say he scales well with movie MP and Bumblebee, and he's about the same size as Bumblebee. So yeah, if you've seen reviews of Bumblebee compared with the others, that's how they scale. Okay, now for transformation. This transformation is a bit simple. So what I do is first I'd split the front and just finagle it until that lifts up. The instructions does say to lift this up, but I don't know, there's not much clearance to lift that up, so I tend to do this panel last. What I do is I just wiggle stuff until they're freed up. Gives us a bit of clearance. So yeah. Now first tip, I'll show you later when I free the hands. Okay, so with that all wiggled free, first tip is positioning the hands. So if I just position this forward, go. The hands need to be positioned that way, oriented that way. If with the thumb folded to the palm like that. So if you position it differently from that, you'll have a hard time with the roof of the car. So yeah, position it just like that. Okay. Now the other thing is, okay, I position the head that way. You can see with the mouth hanging open and the head leaning back like that. If you position him this way, for example, you'll be hitting this part of the car, and then the feet will be pressing down, which will affect the rolling. So just be sure when you transform him, have the head facing down like that with the mouth open. Okay, now back to the transformation. Now that we've got the pieces open, let's transform him. So starting with the feet, these feet fold together, so just open them wide and ratchet it down. Open the other leg and catching something, there you go. Open it down, ratchet it down. So the feet will fold down. This bit folds, rotates that way, and then accordions up, and then that tab there, this one, will fit in that slot, locking it in place. Oops. See if I have it oriented properly. There you go. Oh, that's the other bit there. So there's this this, oops, sorry, this bit will rest right into that slot there. Go. And then that allows you to tab in the hole, and then rotate the foot spike up. Do the same on the other foot. Okay, so let's just rotate this down, rotate this up, rotate, and then peg that in. That's the feet. Very simple, just a few steps. Now for the upper body, first thing you do is you push the head up, and that will actually push these chest eyebrows out. Then you push the head back out like that. Now this bottom part, you push this front bumper guards down and under. That will partially push this up. I can actually push that more up to form his chest. Now this bottom part, which is die cast, just to let you know, fold that up there. That will lock into place, and then that tab there goes into that slot there. So just slot that in. This entire thing as well is die cast, this entire panel here, which is nice. Gives him a hefty feel. Now slot that in. And then these two tabs here, so you can see that one and that one will just slot into that slot and that slot. It's hard to see because it's black on black. Anyway, there, and then that slot will slot into the top of the there. It's not a tight fit, especially that part, but no. Okay, you do. Wonder why it's not tapping. Let's see. There you go. We'll come back to that later. Now for the arms, this top part splits and locks into place like that. And then this part to rotate out, which allows you to rotate it up that way. Now this wheel is just tabbed there, so untab it, rotate it out. Now the hand, you rotate down and around like so. And then this wheel part you slot down and snap. That tab will just snap into that hole over there. Okay, so you slide it out, push it down, slide it back, and then snap it together. I'll rotate this, and these three tabs there will slit into spaces into the wheel. So just position the wheel, find the right spot, and then they'll just snap in. There you go. And then you split the wheel just to make it more movie accurate. A bit harder because I don't have fingernails. But yeah. There it goes again. There you go. I'll do the same for the other arm. Up. No, not yet. Open this. Rotate it like that. Rotate the this police panel there. And then that tab will go into that slot over there. So just tab it into place. That's it. And then you rotate the shoulders up. There you go. Very heavy ratchets on the shoulders, which is both good and bad. This thing keeps pushing down. There you go. There you go. There you go. Do the same for the other arm. So shoulder, push down. This guy, rotate around. This guy, push up, tab into place, rotate. Split the wheel. Get this open. Slot it down, rotate this up, push it down, and then tab that into that slot. There you go. And then rotate this up. And then these things you can position any way you want. There you go. Oop. And there, after that really messy transformation, there you have, there you have, it's just a ranged chest. There you have Masterpiece Movie Barricade in his robot mode, and I can tell you right off the bat, he is nice. And he does look a little bit insectoid, like how the Decepticons in this, especially in the first few movies, look. But you know, it's not a bad look. Take a closer look at the details. This head sculpt is amazing, man. I tell you that. I don't know if you can see it there, but there's like 4 eyes there. And here is the mouth opening gimmick, which is it's nice that it's there, but it's not really useful. I think they did that more for transformation, so you can fit the head at the gap. Now looking down, it does have this nice twisted up front of the car. Then a lot of this blue, baby blue details. I wish those were more purple, just to match the movie, but what can you do? Going down, still a lot of paint detail, a lot of paint details. Now the hands are as spindly and complicated as they are in the movie, which is nice. This, I love how they made it accurate to the movie. This police logo is supposed to be there, although that 911 is supposed to be inverted. So what can you do? And these hands, I love these hands. Initially I thought they'd be individually articulated, but no, it doesn't really matter. Still look nice. So yeah, in terms of articulation, the head is on a ball joint which goes up and down. There is actually another joint there, so you can push it front and back if you wanted to, though I think it's more for transformation than for posability. Just rotate. As I showed you, the mouth does open and close. For some reason the ratchets on this shoulder is tighter on the other one than the other one, so this one does rotate freely 360. This one is very heavy, tends to, I wish these shoulders lock into place. They don't, so if I try to rotate it this way, that's fine. If I rotate it the other way, it just moves the other joint, which is unfortunate. So the only way I can actually pose this other shoulder is always in that direction, and then if I miss it I have to rotate it again, which is not a bad thing, but yeah, pretty sure it's just on mine. These wheel things, wing things do move up and down, and they are on a separate joint, so yeah, you can do that, although it does untab the shoulders there. This top part does go up and down. The arm itself does go out that much and rotates. The elbow is a bit short, just that, like that, compared to the arm, which is massive. But yeah, the elbow does give you a very deep bend. There's no wrist articulation, unfortunately, just because it's tabbed there, and the thumb is on one hinge, the rest of the fingers on another. There is a waist joint, but it only gives you that much, just because it's blocked by this panel, which is unfortunate, but not the end of the world. The legs, okay, use this other leg. The leg goes all the way out, all the way forward, all the way back. These things go up and down. There are two joints on the knee, that joint and that joint, which gives you a very deep knee bend, but mine is a bit tight, so I tend not to use the upper joint. I don't really need it anyway. There is a swivel at the thigh. The feet goes up that much down, and then there is a swivel. So yeah, you can put him in a few pretty dynamic poses, which is nice. Not a bad masterpiece. Now, for some comparisons, here he is with masterpiece Ironhide. So I think he's appropriately scaled. And here he is with the other two movie masterpiece figures that I have. He's really nicely scaled with movie one Bumblebee, I think. And here he is with the other movie Bumblebee. So yeah, just to show you how big he is compared to the other movie masterpiece figures. In terms of the masterpieces, my favorite is still Ironhide, just because I like the character. In terms of the details, yeah, he's still my favorite. I know he's fiddly, I know he doesn't tab together, but you know, I love the character. And just to give you a point of reference, since I have them here, here is Siege Sideswipe. So he's about Voyager scale, I guess, or leader scale. And there's Voyager Long Haul. which turned out to be a pudgy kid. Not too bad. And my new reference figure. Here he is compared to McFarlane Pizza Spidey. Okay, one last thing. I did forget to show you how to use this thing. Now, first thing you do is untab the hand and then basically untransform the hand. Untap this, open up the hand, push this hand back so that okay, I'm not seeing anything. So untap the hands, rotate the hand like that so that it is pointing the back like that. And then before you do that, you will need the space. Just move this and tab this here like normal, like you would in vehicle mode. Tab in, there you go. Then push this back and then tab this back together, and that allows you, using the same tab that you use to tab the wheel, you will tab this thing. So tab it in, tab it in. This is a secure tab if you can get it in. And it does look nice in certain angles. But yeah, I mean, like this panel is always hanging out, so it's not really that great if you ask me. I like that it's there. I think in certain camera angles you can hide it, but no, for most of the camera angles it will be tough. But yeah, certain angles it will look nice. And it does spin freely. Oop. It doesn't fall down. Why is it always falling down? Yeah. Final thoughts. So if you like the movie Masterpiece line, and he is one of the better ones, I think. In terms of the character, there are a few more iconic ones like Ironhide and Bumblebee and your Optimuses, but in terms of movie Masterpiece, I think this guy has the best build quality, and he's just really fun to transform. That's much better than the rest of the line, I think. So yeah, if you did like that review, please do leave a like, leave a comment, please do subscribe and help me out. And as always, this has been Grim Trigger, and this has been Masterpiece Movie Barricade. I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.